This is Nosey with Good Intentions, the podcast.
In every nook and cranny.
This is Michael.
And Kirk. Guiding your noses today.
That worked! All right, so, good afternoon, sir.
Good rising. Setting? Good setting. Wait, it's grand rising. Shit,
yeah.
I fucked it up already. Grand setting. Grand setting, sir.
You stupid. So, the topic for today
Oh, God.
is, Lord, I
don't think we're ready.
We're going to try.
Okay. You know I'm vanilla.
3 positions only.
I've only learned 3.
But no, hot mess. All right, so when is it appropriate to want to do some freaky shit with your spouse or your significant other? Do you?
I think it's appropriate all the time.
When
to
do you
want to do it.
Yes, but when do you say, "Hey, sweetie"?
Well, hopefully you're compatible, right? Can we start with compatibility?
Okay.
Because if you're not compatible, what's the point?
Well, everybody ain't a freak, sir, but you can learn to be one.
But I mean, let's say, I don't know, like give me an example of something. You know, I'm my 3 positions.
Very standardized.
Mine's like, what if it was cowgirl but reversed? Woo! We're changing shit up today, aren't we?
Hot mess. No, I'm saying, okay, the new thing I've been hearing, I've never done this, I don't think I want to do this, is spitting in the other person's mouth.
You know,
Let
me tell you a little story. So, when I was growing up, me, my mom, and my sister, we only got 1 drink, and we all shared it. And I used to think that was so gross.
I mean, you got half of her DNA.
Whatever. So then, my first relationship, and all my friends, we don't double dip in the sauce.
Yeah.
We don't share drinks. If you touch that chapstick, it is now your chapstick.
Okay,
it is no longer a shared chapstick.
I don't share
or
chapstick
gum to
with
mine.
nobody but the missus. That's all.
But
And
here's
my
the
kids.
thing. Here's what's weird. Doesn't bother me anymore.
Ooh, you've been swapping spit.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say all that. Stop finishing my sentences. You always make me sound worse.
That's basically what you're implying.
No. Like I'll share a drink with Only. I'm like, or he'll be like, I'm thirsty. Can I get a sip? I'm like,
Okay.
doesn't bother me at all. I don't know. Something changed.
But you know what?
I lost my mind.
The thing, I guess the reason why in theory, spitting in somebody else's mouth that you're making out with anyway is technically you're already swapping spit while you kiss. I guess the visual of is what makes it nasty. See what I'm saying?
The hawking.
Well, I hope you wouldn't be like,
You're like, hold on a second, I got a good big snot rocket right here. Let me just roll that through.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
I don't think I would want somebody to.
I don't want a loogie in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want that level. I don't know. See, my problem is, part of me is like, I think I'd try it.
You would. I would.
Don't
try
you think?
It. If she asked me, I would do it.
Why not?
But when do you ask? Because certain things you gotta.
Okay. I think depending on what it is, if we're in the moment, I think I would probably do about it.
Yeah, you kind of go with it. Yeah.
Because you're in the moment.
Yeah.
The heat, the adrenaline's kicking in.
Yeah. Your hormones are high.
If we were sitting here watching a movie and you're like,
hey, baby,
I want to come in your ear, I might be like,
not so much. No, thank you.
I don't know if the ear's feeling it today. I'm a little hard of hearing in this right ear. Maybe the left will be okay. But I mean, in the moment, I might be like, yeah, right there. Who knows?
No, not in my ear.
Yeah, you have to get the Q-tip. Yeah. The whole thing. Yeah, that would be hard. But I would say, in the moment, probably would be the better way.
Okay, so
is there anything you wouldn't talk about and you just spring it on them?
Well, I thought about you can't spring like choking because they might think you're actually trying to kill them.
I think you're not trying to break the chicken's neck.
No.
But
you're choking the chicken.
I think if it was like a light start,
you have to do it light.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the more you're into it, the more you grasp.
But you have to be careful because if you start and they're like, I'm not really into this anymore. Sexy goes away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little less sexy.
And if you squeeze too hard, you can't prepare for the loogie that you need to spit into.
You're like, I'll stop squeezing when you open that mouth. Oh my God. That would be, I think I might be like, okay.
A little choke with a loogie.
Yeah. But I think there's some things like, we talk about, RAP.
Yeah.
And people talk about those fantasies, and I don't. Well, here's my problem.
Okay.
If you say you're ready, I'm willing. Immediately.
That's not really the R word.
I don't want to say the phrase, you can't rape the willing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it would be hard to be in the fantasy. Because I'm like, I'm here, I'm ready. You know what I mean?
No, you're supposed to play.
And they're like,
resist.
are you going to resist a little bit? And I'm like, for what? You're slowing down the process here.
If you don't play the role, you're not role playing, sir.
I don't think I'd be good at that.
No.
I don't think I'd be good at that. Questions. I already talked about that. Don't ask me a hard question.
Okay.
Because I got to think of the answer.
See, certain shit I don't really want to do, but I've seen it in movies. Grown-up movies.
With adult film actors.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes you're like, that might be all right.
Sometimes I watch something, and then when it's over, I think, the fuck was I watching? You know what I mean? I didn't mind it at the moment. That's what I'm saying. I think in the moment when the adrenaline's going, the blood's only going down. It's not going back up. I think there's a lot more you can get away with.
That's true.
But I think some of it too, like, okay, female perspective, that's what I do on the podcast. And then we get to hear the real female perspective a few days later.
Yeah.
I've been close though. Camera 1. So I think a lot of it for women, I think goes back to what we've been hinting about, where, y'all straight men suppress women so they don't feel like they can do much.
See, but I have not been doing any suppression.
I don't think it's specific to a person.
I mean, culturally.
I think it's like blanket suppression.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that's what caused like the slut walk and all those things is women wanting to be able to say, hey, this is my body, my choice. And I respect all of that.
Right.
But if you mine, then that's my body. And vice versa. You see what I'm saying?
I love how your sentence was, my body, my choice, which is fine, but immediately came in. But it's mine. It's not yours.
I mean, and
but
vice
it's
versa.
your body, my choice.
Yeah, your body, my choices.
Well, but I mean, I guess the whole slut walk though thing, that was Amber, and that was one of her good talking moments.
No, not even then.
I think so. I think it was think it was empowering in the way of, why do only women have the walk of shame? Why do men not have a walk of shame?
Because you're usually leaving from our house. You're doing the walk of shame out of my driveway.
But see, I think that's changing.
Oh, yeah.
Because now women have houses.
They got tables?
Right now. We're in one right now.
They got tables?
Got a few tables. 2 are currently in this one. 3 if you count the coffee table.
Yes, there you go.
Bringing it to the table. A little more than the vision, though.
Yes,
bringing it to the table.
Oh, you terrible.
I'm kidding. But no, I think for women, like, I think they probably want to do more, but they need some sort of like, I used to talk about permission when I was doing mentoring for our undisclosed job.
Yes.
I would say, you have permission to ask them to repeat themselves.
Yeah.
You have permission to ask for clarification. And sometimes that's all the person needed.
And what's funny is not
somebody to say, you have permission, go for it.
And I never understood why our peers tend to be scared to ask that. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But.
I think it's because deep down, people are still afraid of other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck. I'm kidding. We realize that there is...
It's going to make me do my job better.
That. Yeah. But it's also, you're a human being.
What you going to do, beat me up? I'm just saying, that's how I've learned to look at things.
I guess they could. But I mean...
The right one, yeah.
But part of me is like, you're a human being. Okay, let me tell you. I used to work with this guy. I need to give him a nickname.
No, you probably won't talk about him again.
Toilet paper. I'll call him toilet paper.
Okay.
Toilet paper. It needs to be food. Anyway, toilet paper.
He had a shitty attitude.
Toilet paper, food. Beginning of the process, end of the process, whatever. So, toilet paper has a disability.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to pick on each other all the time.
Like playfully or
at work.
Or like dead ass?
Like for fun. Like, because we would just end up dying laughing. But everybody, when we would first start, everybody would look at me and be like, what?
Yeah, but you can't have that dynamic with everybody. You can't joke and play with everybody you work with.
Is that a rule?
No, but it's etiquette.
Okay. I'm not good at that.
Well, etiquette or joke?
Well, here's the thing. If I can't joke with you, I probably don't like you.
Yeah, but our job...
So I'm not going to talk to you
kind of work independently anyway.
Kind of like that one girl. I left the room when she came to the room.
She was like, no, thank you. You're unpretty.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're a little loud today. And I need that space to be somewhere else. But I mean, I just, like I see her and I'm like, hi. It's I do the, take it up a notch. Hi.
Terrible.
But anyway, you know what I'm saying, though. So, but I think if women felt more empowered, they might. Because I would think.
Somebody let me bust in their ear.
Well, I think there's certain things like feeling degraded.
But I mean, if it's you and the person you're supposed to be with, your partner, it shouldn't be degrading.
But if it's.
But if you've been conditioned to think it's degrading,
Correct. The chisel.
Yeah.
Chiseling, what did you call it?
I don't know.
Chipping away.
Yeah, chipping away.
I think a lot of it is you that goes through your mind.
You
think
they're afraid to be judged after being willing to do it?
I think so. Let me tell you.
But
women are harsh judges on each other.
Yeah, they're worse on each other than we are towards them.
Well, but we've had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
When you're chiseled enough, you then chisel yourself. You then in turn chisel people like you.
Right.
I think that's why.
That's like the black thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to be black in the black community.
Yeah. We already been beat down by everybody else in the world. Then we beat each other down.
Right.
Well, that makes sense.
You're essentially the white straight man. They don't have to do anything anymore. We're just all chiseling each other for them.
Very true.
But I mean, I think it would be. I think that would have to be part of the conversation too.
What do you mean?
With females, if you're wanting to try a little something new.
But you know what I've heard though? I've Googled. I'm nosy as hell. I looked on the internet and was looking for like BDS. I wanted to know what the letters meant and shit like that. And come to find out,
what do they stand for?
Bondage. I'm not gonna get them in the right way. BD bondage dom like dominating. BDS submissive. M is masochist.
Okay.
Did you already know him and you was trying to test me out, or you didn't know him? 3 positions.
I don't know. My 3 positions. Well, it made me think of BDS. There was this comedian that I love. And she said, when women say, you can do whatever you want to me, we mean of the 5 things that we've already agreed upon, you can pick from that 5.
You have a multiple choice of this menu.
Yeah.
It's not
That's
a buffet.
It. You're like, I'm all yours. These 5 ways.
Yes, you pick
That's
one.
all you've got. You get to create which one you want.
Yes.
That's all you got. But I think some of that is, that's also funny, but some of that is, like the whole spitting in the mouth thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be seen as someone better than the other. Like, you do
the spitting in
like
my
when
mouth,
Pumpkin
whatever.
spit in New York's face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a little bit different, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, but it's that same sort of like, it's kind of like golden showers.
Oh, Lord.
The ones that come from the faucet, not from the other person's body. When you have those,
you're a hot mess.
I am feeling something today. But it's kind of like golden showers. A friend of mine, Macaroni and Cheese, he said, I wish a bitch would try to pee on me. That's what he said. He might change his mind now. Me and him had a conversation recently. Before my current situation.
You stupid.
But that somebody might think that would be degrading, right. or like, because peeing on something, you like to me, what comes to mind is, I hate them. I wouldn't even pee on them if they were on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, those peeing on doesn't, I don't know of any.
It doesn't sound exciting.
My day is so good, somebody peed on me. Like there's no positive pee on.
Right.
So I wonder if maybe that's sort of that mindset. If you're already thinking pee in a negative way, that's not going to.
Oh, gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to talk to her about it, you can't be like, you can't say,
hey,
look, I wouldn't pee on him if he was on fire. By the way, speaking of peeing on, you down? You know what I mean? Like that wouldn't be a good entry point.
I feel what you're saying. But I guess my thing is, though, some of it is back to the BDSM thing. I keep thinking of music. What's it? What's the what's that type of music? Beat something. I don't know. Anyway,
Beats by Dre.
These.
What?
No, they say that when you're the submissive, you're actually in control.
And bass. Drum and bass is the music you're thinking of.
No, I don't think so. It's fine. But
I'm the resident drum and bass expert.
I don't know. But it's fist pumping music.
Yeah, drum and bass.
I thought it was an acronym for it. I don't know. But anyway, the point I was trying to make, sir, come back. I'm reeling you back in.
Okay.
Come on back. But no, they say that when you're the submissive, you're actually in control. So,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, not necessarily to those extremes, but if you give your partner permission to do things, even though the outside world may see it as degrading, or we've all kind of programmed ourselves to think that's not appropriate, this is appropriate. If you're the one in control, then why would it be degrading?
I think it's because, so Kevin Hart has this joke that's really funny, where he's talking about he watched porn.
Okay.
And he saw this thing and he decided he was going to try it with his wife.
The numbing cream?
Spit on her forehead. Like right in the middle, spit on her forehead. He said, you can't surprise people.
Yeah, but how do you ask somebody, yo, baby, can I spit on your forehead?
And she goes, He said, I was lost for a second because, in the video, she said, oh, yes, rubbing it in. But I think there's some things, like, I think the choking, like gentle choking.
Yeah, you ain't trying to kill him.
Surprise me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But if I look up and you're like, I can't, you know what I mean? That's different.
But I think you still got to discuss that. At least the thought has to come up. It's kind of like what I said when you're in the bar trying to holler at a girl. It can't be a girl that's not even, you ain't even walked past it. You ain't whooshed past. Like you got to at least graze the topic. And if it's uncomfortable,
grease the pan.
Yes. Okay. Even if it's uncomfortable, just throw it out there and see the reaction you get. Like on a drive home, like, man, my boy was telling me he was choking his girl. Ain't that crazy? And then look over and see what her face look like. Do you know if she's down or not? Or if it's piqued her interest? You can't just, hey, boo, you know what I mean? You can't.
Oh my God, have you seen that TikTok? Okay, no, I'm not on TikTok. I see it on the reels.
TikTok. What?
Oh my God, is this man, and he peels the banana and he goes to take a bite and his wife shoves his hand down and he gags on it and she goes, like, that's what it feels like. I almost peed all over myself when I saw that video. But I think
that's why I don't touch them when they do that.
But that's here on the personal podcast. I'm not going to get too personal, but it's
I keep my hands to myself.
I think it's one of those. I don't know. I mean, how would you? I guess a friend of mine said, but then if they're judgy, they're now judging your friend.
Yeah, but
like, what if you were like, Cuzzo?
Oh, Cuzzo.
Old Cuzzo over here has been choking his girlfriend. Thoughts? And she's on the phone. She's texting her friend. She's like, girl, guess what this bitch is doing?
But see, I learned about choking.
Spread the word.
I learned about choking right after boot camp. It was a Spanish dude.
Sex?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was a Spanish dude that his dorm, or it's called barracks.
Did you hear it?
Shut up. No, he told me about it.
Oh. Okay.
Like his room, in our building, it was 2 people per room.
Okay.
And so my roommate, who was super corny, wasn't him. So the room next door, that was his room. Okay. Cool as a fan. So I don't know how we got to talking about. He's like, man, yeah, I be choking my girl. I was like, choking? What are you trying to accomplish, sir? And he was like, nah, she like that shit. I was like, you like being choked?
Well, there's autoerotic asphyxiation. That's when you do it to yourself with like a tie or something.
No, thank you. But
they say it's really great.
Well, you know what?
But you can die.
Yes, you can. But I told him, I said, your girlfriend's
what
white.
A way to go.
He was like, yeah, she's white. I was like, see, black women ain't letting you choke them. But mind you, this was 2008.
See, but I think with black women, though.
This is 2008. This wasn't last week.
So I think when it comes to the suppression, I think it is Hispanic women, white women, black women. Black women, I think, are the most suppressed by the straight men in their lives.
You think so?
I think so.
We don't be running around telling them, cursing them out and telling them they ain't shit. That's your counterparts.
I don't think that's true.
You think black men be oppressing black women?
Well, let me hear me out. So on social media, okay, Shikari.
Oh, the runner, yeah.
She had that wig.
She was flaming.
She had the wig and the nails and the makeup. Who cares? You know who cared? Black men.
No.
There was there were videos of black men sending her videos of them talking about how she should be ashamed of herself. She should have natural hair. Those nails were like critiquing her every look.
Not her performance?
Had nothing to do with her running.
See, I didn't see it. I saw white women saying she's on steroids because she had, steroid use. I'm not sure if that's her real hair or not. Insert dumb look face. But anyway.
Well, we've already discussed that white women came up with the hair and hairstyle. So they're not to be trusted. We've already discussed that. But I didn't see that. But the black men, were raking her over the coals.
I didn't even really care, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I didn't. Nobody cared.
I know. I'm just
in actuality, nobody cared.
I'm not a big track watcher. Like, I watch the Olympics. It's usually basketball. Or track is cool.
It's good for you to step out of your comfort zone and watch
basketball
at the Olympics.
It's the Olympics.
When you watch basketball in the NBA and you're really expanding the mind, aren't you?
No, I'm not a big Olympics person anyway. But I do enjoy a little bit of the track. But I like...
Volleyball is good.
Say, I don't watch volleyball.
Oh, my God.
But you play volleyball, too, though.
Yeah. Well, but you should go back and watch some of the clips of the men's volleyball.
Okay.
It is a sight to behold. Like it is from the word go. It is just like back and forth. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah. See, me, I don't really watch that much Olympics or anything. So, yeah. But I don't know.
I don't watch it either because I don't have. I had cable in 10 years.
You can watch Olympics on YouTube.
I got DVDs.
I know.
I watch DVDs. $3.75.
Yes, $3.75 it is.
That's right. That was new though. I had never seen that before.
But
I'd only seen the $5 bin and the $7.50 bin.
Yeah. I wonder how they decide what's going in which bin.
I think it's what they think people will pay for it.
I don't think it's based on age though. Like, I don't think how old the movie is determines which bin it goes in.
Oh no. Because some of them are like anniversary releases.
Oh yeah, re-release, remastered, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. What's the best movie you found in the bin?
Oh God, there's been so many good ones. Only's really good at picking these movies.
Because now you get trilogy movies. Like you can get all 3 Fridays, all 3 house parties.
I watched all 3 Fridays. To watch. That was Friday. All 3 Fridays. That was in the $5 bin. House Party. I have to keep my eye out on that one. I've never heard of it. It
might be in there. Usually the cover is either red or yellow.
Okay.
Or red and yellow.
But a recent one that I watched that was really good was Escape Room.
Oh yeah, with the girl from Twilight.
That was
Kristen Stewart. She's the girl, the younger girl. That. Yeah, she's the kid.
Yeah. No,
that's Escape Room, right?
It's not a kid.
What is that? Panic Room. Panic Room. What's Escape Room?
It was a black girl. It wasn't Kristen Stewart in Escape Room.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart is Panic Room.
You know, like the escape rooms that you can go to around here.
Yeah.
And you like look for clues. So this is like the extreme version of that. Like they're trying to live. They're trying to figure out clues to get out of because if you get stuck in the room, there's nobody coming to let you out of the room and saying, you lost.
Yeah, we lost. Die. We did it 2 years ago.
I'd like to do it again.
3 years ago.
I'd like to do it again.
We didn't pass.
I went with 2 children.
Yeah, the kids were getting on my nerves in the panic room or escape room. It was annoying. But you can't choose. I don't think you can choose to do it with just your party. I don't think.
Nobody volunteered to come with me and the kids.
It was just
their
you
parents.
and kids?
It was me, their parents, and the kids.
Are these parents friends of yours, or they just happen to be there?
They're friends.
Oh, okay. I thought no. These were kids I didn't know.
We all went together.
No, we ended up with kids that we didn't know.
See, we need to make sure that we have enough people to where nobody can join
except
us.
this our part
Because we don't like other people.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just saying because you can at least have people you are familiar with, and then when they're getting frustrated, at least you know that's not their forte. Go over there and do this, and then vice versa. Whereas complete strangers, we had like 3 little white girls frolicking, and they were really, I wanted to like mush them out the way.
Yeah.
Because they were like touching shit that I want to touch, but I'm the grown up, so I can't push them out the way so I can do it.
You could have.
Not while their parents.
It would have been hella awkward though.
Yeah, because we're trapped in this room together. So you just pushed my little girl down? Yeah.
You just wanted to be like, to get the key. Is this yours? That's you know how you sometimes you get that point where you're like, you came with her, right? Are you gonna just sit there? Great.
Yeah. I needed to be Bernard.
Bernard. You got a Bernard every once in a while. But
did I tell you about the Bernard thing at QT?
No.
So I go to QT. I needed to make.
Was this when you were in there hiding from the person trying to ask you for money?
No, hell no.
Oh.
No. So I go to QT. I had to I had to make a movement. So I go in there. I'm waiting in line. Waited a good 7 strong, solid minutes. Stomach bubbling like hell. And then
there was a line for the bathroom.
Well,
that doesn't happen very often.
Well, the 2 stalls were occupied. So
their stomach was going too.
Absolutely. I know the feeling. So the guy, one of them opens up and I'm next. Yes, Lord. Go in there. I put my toilet paper all over the seat because I don't put my bare naked ass on public toilet seats most of the time. Unless I know.
I think that's a myth.
What?
That you can get crabs from the toilet seat.
I'm really not worried about crabs. I just don't want my butt naked cheeks touching the same toilet seat that 200 other people's naked ass cheeks been touching. But
you should squat.
I'm not a woman. I'm not squatting over no toilet.
Why do you have to be a female to squat?
Because my thighs ain't that strong.
That could be how you build your legs up.
No, thank you. What, squat every time I take a shit?
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Just squat. That's be all you have to do.
No, thank you, sir. So then, I relieve myself.
Uh-huh.
I open the door, step out, and this like 200-year-old white man was like, hey, and it was very rude and inappropriate. Well, he might have been 50, but white people age bad, so he was about 200 years old.
I mean, this sounds like some petty with bad intentions.
Absolutely. He was like, hey, you're not supposed to take all that time in the public restroom.
Read for filth. He read you.
I thought to myself, so were you timing me while I was taking a shit?
Oh, yeah.
Why are you? I waited so you can wait. But if I wanted to choke slam him into one of the toilets, but he would have died and then I'd be in jail.
But what a way to go.
Choke slam into a shitty toilet?
Yeah, why not?
He needed it. I needed to be Bernard. Yeah. Sometimes I wish I could come out of character.
See, your problem is you need to work on. See, if somebody said that to me, my face would react before I could pull it together.
But see, when he said it, it threw me off so bad. I was like, "I'm sorry, what?" And he said it again.
Oh,
and I wanted.
He was feeling himself.
Yeah,
that day.
I wanted to hit him with the Shawn Michaels, the sweet chin music. You don't know nothing about wrestling either, Kirk.
Oh, the wrestler. Yeah.
His finish move was like a big ass kick.
Sean. It was Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Yes. I wanted to hit him with the sweet chin music.
Gotcha.
Into the window and just.
You know it's fake.
Oh, yeah, no. I've been there.
I'm just checking.
But yeah. But man.
All right. Tell me something that you think you might want to do with somebody else that you may have to ask them for.
I want to try the spitting just to see what it's like.
Do you want them to spit in your mouth?
I don't know, and I don't care. I just want to try it one time.
What if you took maybe you could offer it that way.
You mean like swapping gum? No, thank you.
Like you spit in mine, I'll spit in yours.
Yeah, but who goes first?
Flip a coin.
Heads or tails?
Heads or tails.
Oh, Lord.
Don't you think?
I don't know if is there anything else I want to try that would be out of the norm.
I'm excited to hear what the response is.
I'll ask her and let you know.
No. I meant our petty response.
Oh,
I'm excited to know what that, because I think it's going to be similar to what I said.
You are not always right, sir.
I didn't say I was right. I said I was close. Closer than you.
Well,
I'm just competing with myself and you.
Yeah. And I don't even try. What would I want to try that would be considered inappropriate or weird?
Because I think part of me, I've said this before. I'm down to try whatever.
I'm down to try most everything. I'm not doing no pegging. You can't stick things in my butthole. But
you should reconsider that.
No, thank you. That's your team, not mine.
Well, no. It's male.
I know.
Because a lot of straight men,
I've heard.
They're like, yeah, sign me up for that.
I know a girl that I was in the military with. Dudes would pay her to do that. Straight dudes.
Why not?
I mean, if you can
but here's the thing. I think, with the whole prostitute thing, there's no judgment.
No, she wasn't a prostitute. She was a naval sailor.
Girl, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to question yours.
Wrong.
You set me all up for that one. You set me up to read
you
that
thought
girl.
I was hanging out with prostitutes while I was in the Navy?
Isn't that what Navy people do?
Some. But I don't hang out with them. No, she was my shipmate.
I'm like Jesus. I hang out with everybody. I'm just looking for my Mary Magdalene.
The safe and the sinners. You're a hot mess, sir. I want you to know.
Well, I'm just saying, the way you said, paid.
No, yeah.
Here's the thing. Once you're paid for sexual activity, you're a prostitute.
No, you're an entrepreneur.
Same. Escort. We'll agree on escort. Get more power to you, girl.
I ain't judging.
I'd say do it.
She's like, yeah, I got these dudes.
Because I'm telling you, it's a whole thing. Like, it's really come a long way. A lot of
well, they got a whole website now. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's just through the video.
Oh, yeah. But I think men, see, I sort of felt bad for straight men for a long time because I thought, that really is an enjoyable thing.
Okay.
Or can be. It can be.
Right.
But it's like, you're so worried, about your reputation or your masculinity that you're not going to.
Yeah, it sounds
You kind of miss out on the experience. Even if you just did it once just to see how it was. I would think like she would probably be a good one to reach out to because she has experience with that.
I'm gonna just holler at her.
Wouldn't, you know what I mean? You wouldn't want somebody that was like, I've never done this before. You know what I mean? Like, I'm nervous.
You're stupid.
But you know what I mean?
Not gonna work. No, sir.
I don't know. All right. So, is there any other way that do you think there's a way that you could bring it up other than Cuzzo does it? Is there a way where you can just say, I think I'm kind of into this?
No, because you don't know what you're into till you try it. And then the other thing is,
could you start with, I'm intrigued by this thing.
Well, the catch is,
do you want to try it?
You got to, when you tell your girl, hey, when you bring this up, your girl is going to ask you, where'd you hear about this from?
Comedy. Here's the answer, fellas. You're welcome. Comedy shows. Well, because here's what I was going to say. This guy, Jimmy, Jimmy Carr, comedian in England, in the UK. So funny.
Okay.
He has a joke about there's a word for when you're having sex and the female farts on your ball sack. It's a fetish. It's a whole thing. And he says, how do you ask for that? I'd like to ask for it. Anybody got any ideas of how you'd ask for it?
Any suggestions? You in the corner.
But also, how did you discover that was
That's
your
what
thing?
I'm saying.
Happy accident is what he sort of came up with. Was the only thing I can think of is happy accident. That was nice. Try that again. You know what I mean?
Oh, got you. Yeah.
But how do you ask
you gotta
somebody?
Stumble upon it.
You know what I mean? How do you ask somebody that, I just want you to fart on my balls. How do you ask for that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have no idea.
But that's sort of our topic today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Because your old lady is not going to be like, oh, that's cool. Let's try it out. She's going to be like, where you hear that from?
But the question really comes down to why?
Why do I want to try it?
Why are men typically, at least openly, more curious about sexual options than women are?
To be honest with you, I'm going to make an assumption. I'm probably wrong. I think because I think that men watch more porn than women do. I think.
Okay.
I could be absolutely wrong. But I would like to think, because we're visual.
I think men admit to watching porn. more often than women.
But we're visually stimulated before most of us before mentally stimulated. So maybe that's
okay.
So I would assume that we watch more. I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that, in my mind, that logically makes sense because we're visual creatures. We watch more of the visual stimulation than women do. I could be wrong.
I wonder also the spitting in the mouth. I wonder for women, is that aggressive? Does that feel aggressive? Like not in a.
Well, see, what you do is you lay back and spit upward, then she don't feel like she's being aggressed.
I don't know. That's a good.
See what I'm saying?
See, that's a tough topic. Well, because I'm trying to relate it to the gay community because I think oftentimes, like I said, I'm pretty much open to try whatever. So I would hope, if only ever was like, God, I really want to try this thing that I heard about or saw on a video
spit
or
in
whatever.
your mouth.
I would hope that he knows that he could
ask you.
We could have the conversation.
Okay.
I would hope that he knows that he has that option.
But if he springs it on you in the middle of it, are you going to go with the flow?
I think I'd be, like I said, in the moment, I'd probably go with it. You know what I mean?
Would you reflect afterwards and be like, I let him spit in my mouth? Ew.
I'm going to keep my personal comment off the personal podcast. I don't think that would bother me. Now, had that been before, no double dipping. But now I seem unfazed by him drinking from my drink.
That's fair.
Which blows my mind sometimes.
But like I said, logically, spitting in someone's mouth that you're making out with and tonguing down, you're already swapping spit. It's just the visual of...
I think it hits
the projectile,
fresh air,
yes.
And then it goes back.
Yes. Yeah, it's not shielded by clutched lips.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, especially now in these COVID days.
Yeah.
Even more now, it's like, maybe not on that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a tough question because I think it has so many layers because you have to look at it as, first of all, the other person.
Yeah.
Are they like me and they only know about 3 positions? Or are they somebody that, has experimented before?
But see, the other thing is, I know we joke and say that you've only done 3 positions, but like, essentially, you're still getting the same end results. And I don't think the positions are in as much variety as we claim they are.
I think they're all variations of
the same
3.
position, of 3 to 4 positions, yeah.
Pretty much.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. But it sounds cooler, and some of them look cooler, but some of them are more work and some of them are not.
The whole holding the other person up.
Yeah, I've picked up a woman before.
That just seems like...
It's very taxing.
The actors, they make it seem like it was a breeze.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be.
Basically.
Because that would be a lot.
Yeah, but I mean...
Because not only are you holding up the other person, but you're also like trying to maneuver
gyrating
with that
as
person.
well, yes. I'm just saying, I'm trying not to be too graphic.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you're also trying to motion of the ocean.
There you go. Like the wheelbarrow is technically still from behind. It's just you're holding that person's legs up off of whatever horizontal surface you're using. And the other person's
that just
standing
seems
up.
like...
It's a lot of work.
That seems like a waste.
And you can get the same effectiveness laying down from behind. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I think they're all variations of positions. But I guess because some people might want to do some BDSM shit and don't know how to ask. Or you want to experiment to see if you like it. And how do you ask?
Yeah. Like the thought for me, here on the personal podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I think of BDSM, I used to work. I used to do our job for a competition. It was a BDSM competition.
Stop
it was like,
playing.
Yeah, it was like they would like one of the categories was wear clothes
or that latex and shit.
Not latex, uniform, but spandex, stuff like that.
There you go.
Leather,
yeah, shiny leather, yeah.
And then another category was you had to like do things with these handful of items. Like you had to do something that was entertaining or whatever.
Oh, gotcha.
So I learned a lot of things that other people are doing through that and through their conversations and blah, 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 having to learn what the words meant.
Right. That had to be rough.
But it was fun. They were so nice. Everybody was so nice. But it was a lot to learn.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of the things with BDSM that I always think about is,
hold on, how'd you even end up with that job, that particular assignment? Don't tell on yourself. I just mean like,
I'm trying to remember. I think somebody recommended me.
A past client?
A coworker.
Oh,
I think a
cool.
coworker recommended me.
Was this an open to the public thing, or this was more so just in case?
It was a public bar.
Oh, it was in a bar setting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In my mind, it was like a club or something. I'm like,
yeah,
not a club like dance club, but like a BDSM club or whatever you call it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, what was it?
Like a swingers
club? The bar
club?
and the what?
Lounge.
The lounge.
Hey, people know what lounges are.
Here's the lounge. No, I don't. No, it was a bar.
Oh, okay.
But everybody was so nice and so friendly, and they were like, if I had any questions, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is what it means." Blah blah blah.
Oh, cool.
But one thing that I from that time, one thing that I always thought, I was like, I wouldn't mind trying that, is the whole handcuff thing.
Yeah, I've thought about
like
that.
Being handcuffed and just being a participant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've wanted to they got these things. It's like you put it up under your mattress, and it has 4 sets of handcuffs. It pops out basically on each corner of the bed.
Oh,
and you're just like,
that's a whole system.
Yeah, I want to get one of those.
I don't think I would want my
that.
legs though, because I would want to be able to
throw it back.
Maybe.
if it crossed my mind.
If the moment struck. If the spirit moved me so.
I knew he was going to say some crazy shit. But I want to try that with my lady. You know what I mean? I think that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But how do you spring that question? Hey, baby.
But I feel like that would be an easy one. Spitting in the mouth would be a little harder.
Well, if she's handcuffed,
definitely the golden shower would be a little harder.
I ain't never wanted to do that.
I'm not opposed. Here's the thing. It depends on. Here's my thing. People, if you're in the wilderness trying to survive, they drink their pee all the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can pee on my shoulder.
But what would you get out of it? Just. I don't even get the point of it. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Well,
I think that's degrading.
I think maybe it's warmth.
I got blankets.
I think some of it though, like
I think motherfuckers just be trying stupid shit that comes into their head and be like, maybe that's sprinkle, and then it's like, that's kind of cool.
What is it? If you sprinkle when you tinkle, be a sweetie and wipe the seat.
Yeah. Oh, they say please be neat and wipe the seat.
But I like the whole golden shower thing. That doesn't bother me at all.
Well, see,
sure,
I got a cousin who's done it. Like
cousin?
No.
Nobody knows who Cuzzo is. I don't even know who Cuzzo is.
Oh, that is true. But okay, yeah, this is true. Either way, a cousin of mine, he's male, obviously. Umpteen years ago, not last week, he would mess with white girls.
Pandering.
And no, they would. He told me, he's like, yeah,
he was messing with white girls.
Not multiple, but yeah. At the time, he was messing with a white girl.
So white people, we like to be peed on.
I don't know. I know this particular Caucasian woman wanted to be peed on.
She was down. Okay.
Yeah, and I asked him, I said, bro, where do you even do that? He said, in the shower. I said, that don't count. I've peed on my girl's leg being a smart ass in the shower. He said, no. Like, zhoosh. I was like, how did you?
Like a full pee?
Yes.
What?
Why? But see, there's people who enjoy that.
Yeah.
And I can't judge. I just don't know what I would get out of doing that.
I think you'd have to try it and see what you thought about it. So try that. Your homework assignment is try that.
I may not understand
that. Report back to us in the next episode.
I may not understand that assignment.
So you have 2 homework assignments.
Pee on her
and report back. And also, what was the other one that you were going to... the choking. Spring the choking on her and see how it goes.
And spit in her mouth. So if I choke, her mouth will open because she's gasping. Yeah. I'll just spit into her mouth.
Report back how that went.
While she chokes fast. Just hit her in the thing
just
that
don't
dangles.
hawk.
Yeah, and it'll hit the back of the thing in the back of her throat. The dangly thing.
Yeah.
We'll be in
that
there.
Dangly thing.
I got 3 homework assignments.
That could be your big back
I
truck.
Aim at that.
Yeah. You got to spit till you hit it.
Ew.
But report back next week. Mm-hmm. We can't wait. We're on edge of our seat.
Stupid. So basically, as in a nutshell,
I think for men who are wanting to do things with women, I think what it's going to come down to, and Petty is going to tell me if I'm right or not. I think what it will come down to for women is, can it be done and they don't feel less?
I think okay, here's the serious segment of our nasty ass episode. I think it comes down to trust and respect. Because I think,
of course,
because I think it has to be somebody it can't be a knockoff. It got to be somebody you trust. It probably could be a knockoff.
We love a good keep out.
He's stupid. But I think if you and your knockoff have that,
I think the keep out might be more open to it.
Yeah, because it's basically just sex.
Yeah, maybe.
But if it's your lifer, excuse me, you should probably ask for.
Not the lifer.
Well, I mean, like the person you're with for life.
So negative.
It's fine. But no, I mean, if you think about it, it's got to be somebody that mutually trusts you as much as you trust them.
You have to be on the same level.
Yeah,
you have to be on the same.
You don't
level.
have to have the same sex drive or same sexual aspirations.
Yeah,
but
I mean, for me, the whole handcuff thing. I may never try that. Whatever.
And also, that's not a.
But it is something I've always been like, I wonder, is there some sort of feeling about not being able to do anything or whatever.
But again, that's a trust, because you got to trust that the person you do it
correct.
with is not
we'll unlock them afterwards.
Could you release me,
and not
please?
leave you chained to the bed or whatever. That, but also I'll just use only as a hypothetical example. But if only was I would just drop it. I'd be like, whatever.
Yeah, but
because I want to be with you.
Yeah, but the other person got to be willing to let
at least do a little
try
bit.
And explore.
Yeah.
And if you hypothetically say if it's, I don't know, I like to pick the other person's nose while we do it. If you are at least, I'm trying not to be too extra, but if at least let me try it. If you don't like it, we know, okay, we'll move forward. And hell, I may want to try it and we do it. I might not like it.
Yeah.
I might go, picking somebody's nose while we're in the middle of it is not sexy. Or I might find it to be sexy. But at least the other person has allowed me to try that, and vice versa. Maybe they want to pick my nose while we do it. You know what I mean? And again, I know picking your nose is something stupid. I'm
sure something about that's out there.
I wouldn't be surprised. But you see what I'm saying? So maybe it's mutual comfort and mutual trust.
Oh, I think that would be the basis.
Yeah.
But also, I think it might be easier to do that with a one-nighter.
You think so?
Well, because you're done. It's one night.
Yeah, and then I will never see him again, hopefully. Right. So they can't even judge me for being a weirdo.
Right.
A weirdo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't think any of them are, I think the shitting on people, I think that's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't need nobody to boo-boo on my chest.
The peeing on, fine. The pooping, I'm not in.
It's too much cleanup.
And a smell. I think for me, I think the first part of it is the smell. The second part of it is, you'd have to squat over me.
Yeah, you got to assume the position.
Well, and I think some of it too is growing up, when you have to go to the bathroom, you shut the door.
Yeah, because it's a private thing. Yeah.
But now you're going to do this private thing
as a group on me. Yeah, no, thank you.
I don't know. I don't think I would say a hard no.
A soft no?
I might be like, could we make that a little lower down the list?
Let's try some other stuff.
Can we start with a few things up here at the top of the list?
Build up to a big poop on my chest.
Yeah.
A big poop.
Yeah. When you shat on my story and then shat on me.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's warm up to that.
Okay.
But maybe that's another thing. Maybe sort of women typically need to warm up. Maybe also with that idea, you have to warm them up. Yeah. Not just go at it.
That's true.
I
can dig it. All right. I got to pee. Real bad.
Hit us up with the nosy with good intentions at gmail.com. We've had nothing to talk about. Nobody's emailed us. I'm a little sad about it.
Yeah, I want to.
Do we have any DMs?
We do, but my phone's right here. I had to double check.
While he's looking, We have our Instagram, Nosey with Good Intentions. We have our noseywithgoodintentions@gmail.com email. We've got the TikTok where Michael's thirst traps are.
He's so extra.
Nosey with Good Intentions. And we have the little audio thing that you can click on the Apple Podcast or Spotify podcast. And then we really throw you a curveball with Nosey Good on Twitter. So enjoy that too. Michael, how's those messages coming?
It's a nice struggle, sir. It's only a struggle
YouTube,
because I like
the email,
yeah,
Twitter,
I'm
that's the
working on
YouTube
it.
page, Instagram. They're all free. Come follow us. Come see what we're doing. We're doing stupid stuff as always. We also have our petty with Good Intention sisters. Little sisters.
I'm wrong. It's feedback, but it's not questions. It's more so like, hey, I agreed with Petty, or I agreed with. It's not a comment. I mean, it's not a question.
If they agree with me, it's worth putting on the air.
Yes, we had somebody say, hey, we want men with fat asses.
I told you.
Yeah, well, I ain't got no fat ass, so I guess I'm screwed.
I told you. But I think here's the thing though.
Okay.
I think what people mean is proportion.
Well, yeah, not like,
if you've got bird legs or
chicken legs,
chicken legs. If you've got these tiny skinny legs, if you have a big butt, it's a pig on stick.
Okay.
Like that's not proportionate. Like your body has a natural way of evening itself out. So that should be if you're going to do the plastic surgery, which by the way, if that makes you feel good about yourself, by all means go for it. But I think that's what they mean. If you're going to do the plastic surgery, don't go extreme, go where it looks like your body is still proportioned.
Oh, okay. I can dig it.
I think that's what Sweetie did.
Yeah, she's very proportional.
It looks like
she's not a big, she's not a very full, I mean, she's full, but not, she's not a larger woman.
Right.
So I don't know what she got done, but if or what she got done is proportionate.
I think it was the butt.
Okay, it's proportionate to her body.
Don't quote me. Camera 1, camera 2.
You terrible. You gave them all our drops.
Gave them all the drops.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to our nosy nonsense.
See you next time.